Yo, 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 yo. What up? 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 What up, folks? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. Got a special guy in the building today by way of Detroit, Mr. I Am Boxing, Mr. Made in Detroit, Mr. former WBC junior middleweight champion of the world, my brother from none other than Tony Harrison. What's going on, my big
brother? How you feeling, baby?
I can't call it, man. How you living, big dog?
Taking it a day at a time.
Already, man. Well, look, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and hop right into it, man.
Let's do it.
Some stuff just happened, man, last night. I want to get your reaction to it. So you know, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney got this big press tour going on. A lot of back and forth in the media, a lot of back and forth over social media. And Ryan Garcia, I guess last night, early this morning, released some sparring footage of Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. And we all can speculate, but more 9 times out of 10, it probably came from Floyd Mayweather. I just want to get your reaction to it and what you thought about Ryan leaking that out.
I mean, Ryan did exactly what he was supposed to do. I think he's supposed to do everything possible to kind of shake up Devin's mentality. So I think he doing exactly what he got to do as an opponent. You know what I mean? So I think it's all. I think it's fair. I think it's fair game. It's not a low blow. I'm pretty sure he wasn't there to watch it, so he had to get it from somebody. So the moment he got it, it's all fair game. So
what does that do to an opponent though? Like Devin says he was like, I believe like 16, so he wasn't really like too much sweating it, but in the media it's like a big thing. All right, everybody doing shows about it. So does that like mess with a fighter's psyche going into a fight like this with Ryan Garcia?
No, like if I'm Devin, like no, I'm feeling the most confident in the world. You know what I mean? Like Devin has proven over and over again that he's probably one of the best top 3, especially around that weight class in the world. So I don't think it bothers him or nothing like that. So yeah, he was 16. Yeah, he even made a loss, but that's what great fighters do. That's what great fighters take on. I was like 21 when I sparred Gennady Golovkin when he was knocking everybody out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying I got the best of him. He got the best of me, but I was in there. You know what I mean? Like I was in there, and I competed each and every round. I'm pretty sure he did. Devin did the exact same thing though. So understand that Devin at 16. This is why Devin is just this good now. You know what I mean? Like his father put him through some treacherous situations like that, and he came out a fine young man.
Now, before this storyline happened with the whole sparring and stuff like that, Ryan made some headlines by saying, you know what, man, I'm a person, I'm human, I smoke, I drink, I do it, and I'm a bad dude. What's your reaction to a fighter openly admitting that he smoke and drink? And is that something that he may need to like distance himself from, or is some people different from others?
No, I think now I did see the post of Ryan smoking weed, which is totally fine to me. I think it's totally fine. Ryan is a fighter, but he's still human. You know what I mean? Like that's the reason why I don't want my kids to fight, because it's gonna take away from them being kids and them being human. And that's what the fight game is doing. That's what sports is doing in general. Like it's taking away from people being humans. You know what I mean? Like yeah, you shouldn't smoke and drink when it's time for you not to smoke and drink. But when you smoking and drinking and you ain't doing nothing on the side, I don't see no problem with that. You know what I mean? Like I like if it's just a casual thing. You know what I mean? Like we ain't in his camp and say he smoke and drink every day, or he's an alcoholic, or you know what I mean? He's just a user. Like we don't know all that, but all we seen is him hitting the blunt a couple of times or taking a couple shots to drink. I don't see no problem with a grown man doing grown man things. It's all about preference for me though. So I just think like once again, Devin is doing his job on his side. You know what I mean? If he finds some leaked pictures of him in the thong, you leak it. You know what I mean? You find pictures of him smoking weed, you leak it. You know what I mean? Like, they fighting fire with fire. At this point, they fighting fire with fire. I wouldn't be surprised if something more deep came out
I mean,
as of now.
some did kind of pop up, like people had a problem with, and Devin even addressed it at the press conference. Ryan's father made the comment to Devin, to Bill Haney, saying that his hair was nappy, and Devin took that as a racist comment. What was your reaction when you heard that?
Man, everybody need to get out their feelings. Like, I don't know why everybody in their feelings. Like, this is everything is uh uh everything is a shot at war. Like, when you go into war, you don't hold the guns. You let them all out. So for somebody to say that's racist, nah. I just think I don't know what kind of propaganda everybody putting on their side, man. But let fire be fire, and Devin started it. I mean, not Devin. Ryan started it. Devin retaliated. Now, Ryan, you know what I mean? It's going back, but that's what makes for a good fight.
All right, man. To wrap it up, man, real quick. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, April 20th. How you got it playing out?
I got Devin winning. I like Devin. I like Devin.
Just saying Devin winning because he's more accomplished in the sport, or is he like more
No, I just
skillful? Or
no, I think Devin is just all around more skillful. I think he's just all around more skillful. I think not only is he a lot more skillful, I think he's not with Eddie Reynoso, who he was with like for a ton of time. He goes over to another great trainer, which is Derek. You know, Derek's style.
yo, Tony, I think his thing went out real quick. We'll just there we go. Got a phone call.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Yeah, it's all good. Now you were saying Derek James style.
I think it's just gonna take a minute, man, for us to see the best Derek James and Ryan Garcia. I think it's gonna take a minute, as we seen Ryan's last fight. Ryan looked like a goof his last fight. Trying to show the role. I think Ryan has spectacular talent. I just don't think he realized what's spectacular about it. I think he's still trying to figure it out himself. But I think he got spectacular talent. I just think if he roll his spectacular talent, we roll with his speed and roll with his combination. But if he roll with what he does good, and not focus on what he doesn't do good, I think he'd be all right though. But I think he's focused on what he doesn't do good, and he turned into a defensive guy fighting the last guy that he fought. You know what I mean? Granted, he got the win, which is always priority, but he just didn't look like the old Ryan Garcia to me.
Let's just say Tony Harrison could predict the future. When you throw
Mm.
Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson, and Gervonta all into a bowl, in 5 years, who you think is going to be reigning supreme that can call themselves the best fighter in the sport?
Damn, that's tough. I think it's tough. I think the three-headed guys that will be on top, the three-headed guys we got to be able to choose from will probably be Devin, Gervonta, and Shakur. Those will be the three guys I think battling it out. I think it's only one guy on that list that has the it. It's only one guy that has that. No matter, you can't fall asleep on this guy at no minute, no second, no point, and no fight. And that's Tank.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, let's get to Tony Harrison, man. I see that the gym renovation looks like it's coming along
Mm-hmm.
very, very well. Let's just talk about that real quick. I seen that you were on the news in Detroit raising money for the gym. How's that coming along, and what plans do you have for the gym?
I mean, I'm a long way away, man. I'm actually a long way away from how I envision my gym looking. You know what I mean? I think this at some point when it's all said and done, when it's all fixed up, this will be a vocal point for the city of Detroit. This will be the spirit of the West Side. Yeah, we like most of the stuff is hands on. I do it hands on. I get the money from a fight. I put it back in the gym. I get the money from my fight. I put it back in the gym. It's rare we get donations from anybody or anybody or anything. So yeah, so we don't soak our head down. We just keep it pushing, man, and we do it one step at a time. Like I said, my gym is 19,000 square feet. So it's it's gonna take some time for me to just do it by myself, but it's gonna get done in my mind. Once I put my mind to something, it's gonna get done. It's just a matter of how long it's gonna take me.
And if people want to like donate to the gym, like where can they go and do that at?
To be honest, probably just my cash app because I'm not a guy that asks. You know what I mean? I'm not a guy that sit around and asks people for the help. You know what I mean? I just put out the content of this is without help. This is what we do without help. This is what we do. This is what we always will continue to do this. So yeah, I don't really ask for help, but if somebody did help me, I probably would just send it to my cash app.
Right. Now, I do want to speak on something real quick that you got going on. I
Okay.
believe at the gym tomorrow, you call what it's
Tiny
called
Wars.
the
Tiny
Tiny
Wars.
Wars.
The
Okay.
Tiny Wars.
He says series amateur boxing show Saturday, March 2nd. Doors open at 2 p.m. Show begins at 3 p.m.
Mhm.
Tickets start at $20. Children under 5 and under are free. Talk to me about this, man. What is Tiny Wars and when did this start?
Well, Tiny Wars just started, man. When I say my gym is packed with a ton of fighters, it's a ton of fighters. But our thing of realization is people really only care about the older ones, the ones that are skilled, the ones that are open class, the ones that are about to be open class. Nobody really care about the beginners, and a lot of gyms around the country have a ton of beginners that they don't get an opportunity to shed the light on. So that's what our Tiny Wars is. All our beginning fighters, all our fighters with one fight, two fights, and they just get the opportunity to shine and not be overshined by when I was coming up a Rashid Warren fighting on the card. So or Adrian Broner fighting on the amateur cards. You know, like we don't get overshadowed. They don't get overshadowed with the better talent just starting off. So we get the opportunity to have 15 fights all around locally, all around from Toledo to Cleveland to Cincinnati to St. Louis. We match all our all our people up with that are newcomers, and we get the opportunity to let these guys flourish without no distractions, without no open class fighters, without no Olympic trial fighters, no top notch amateurs, and we get the opportunity to let them bring their own families in and let's rock out, man. And to be honest, for me, I think the ones that are beginning are the best fighters because they're not fearful of what the result is going to be until the result happens.
Okay. Now, also, man, how important is it for you to give back to your community? Because I see that you always, I mean, every time I look up, man, and it's Thanksgiving or it's Christmas, you
Mm-hmm.
giving away food. You doing something like for the kids. Like, how important is it to be a staple on the west side of Detroit?
Well, outside people look at it as me being a staple, but for me, I just it's really just in my heart. My dad, before he passed, my house was like the Kool-Aid house. All my boys came over there. All my guys over there. They all ate with us. They all ate breakfast with us. When my dad cooked, he cooked for everybody. When my dad brought Gatorades to my game, he brought them for each and every one of our friends. So I just grew up watching him show love, and I grew up watching him show love to each and every one of my friends. So it wasn't a hard thing for me to pick up as him being my father, and I've been around, and I was around him like each and every day, all times of the day. It wasn't a hard thing for me to pick up, so that's really just in my heart. You know what I mean? Like, the gratification I get is seeing the other party smile and cry and be joyous because sometimes they just don't have that at the moment. And for me to just, even if I don't got it, like I'm okay with giving it if I don't got it. You know what I mean? Because my thing is my quote to myself is I can get up and I can go get it again. Some way, somehow I'm gonna get it again. So it's just like I said, the gratification I get is just seeing everybody else smile on the other side of the camera.